This should be better. Yay or nay? Because I was just going to say that I was having this problem earlier on Scotch Down Under this morning. And I was working things out, got it to work, haven't touched anything. And then all of a sudden, here we go. Something's got to be munted. It just cannot go straight. So everyone hears me well, correct? My voice is fine. It's not too loud, not too soft. Let me know, because I don't have the mic sitting in my normal spot. It's a little moved over. I'm telling you, Donald, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. I was saying that to Ken, and I even streamed last night a bit on Big Vic's channel just to make sure things were going, because I had a few glitches and it worked well on his stream. But anyway, holy smokes, looky at this. I was just going to jump up to the top of the chat and look at this man popping in here. Dude, if you're home, you need to pop on for a minute or two. If you're working, oh, sorry, didn't mean to swear at you people. If you're doing that W thing, Bobby, totally get it. Anyway, great to be here with you all. I've had a busy couple of weeks just putzing around, doing things, doing family stuff. And it was just one of those things that I'm going to do family stuff. You know, I spend most of my summers, here or somewhere else. And hey, what can I say? I just decided, here we go. Found out that Stacy wasn't going to be on today, so I decided to go an hour earlier. I'm not sure if Livewire's going. I forgot to ask Mike, and he was on earlier this morning. When I say this morning for me, Scotch Down Under, and I didn't see him because I was doing other things at the time, and I forgot to send him a text until right now. But anyway, so glad to be here with everybody. Really, it's great to see you all. Top Dog popped in here. I know Marty was in here earlier. Thomas, yes, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for popping in here. And everyone, smash that like button. Smash it so darn hard that if Mike's taking a nap, he's going to feel it up there in Colorado. He's going to feel it. So anyway, while I was out and about, oh my gosh, here we go. I saw Bobby mention James. I'm like, wait a minute, how did I miss James? There he is. One of my favorite people from across the pond. Always great to have James over here, man. Great to see you. I have something that might even interest you that I found. But anyone wants to pop on, the link is pinned up in chat. I put it there. This is an open pub. I'm technically not going to review it, but of course I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to do a fresh crack here. I'm going to pop something that I haven't purchased anything from this distillery. I might have to go back and look on the shelf. It's been a minute since I purchased anything from them because they were gone from here for a while. But the last thing I purchased from them probably was Disco 5. I tipped my hat. I told you what it was that I had went and purchased. No, I did not purchase another Disco 5. And I'm sure they're on the shelf somewhere. These things are terrible. But since they're back in Nevada, I finally picked up something from Bardstown, their Origin series. It just came out here. What is it? 6-year juice, bottled and bond, but 6 years at 100 proof, and it was only like $45. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. and this was not what I was referring to, James, but something else. And I've got them. I've got a few things just piled up in front of me here that I'm going to show you all. Little finds I have. Let me open this and pour some in a glass while we chat. And I did see Jim floating around here because I saw him comment earlier. Let me go back up to him because I don't always get to see him, although I did talk to him in the past week. There he is. There he is. I did talk to him this past week, and he reminded me of something. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And so, anyhow, it was nice hearing from him. Nice seeing him here. Always great to have him put his 2 cents in. That's for sure. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to pour a little bit as I get to the other stuff here. Let it open up. Come on. Ah, kind of a sorry bottle pop there. That's for darn sure. Certainly it's not going to cause any grief. That's for darn sure. But let me pour a little juice in here and get some in the Glen. And I'm going to put one of these on it from one of my Glen toppers I get from Top Dog. He did that for me a while ago. So let me put that on there. Let that sit and open up a minute. But you know, when you're home and you're, I don't want to say you're not doing anything, but you know, you have a tendency to want to go shopping. So I was down in Yuma visiting the parents a couple of times since I had taken a little time off. And one of my finds when I was down there, something I don't always get to see because here it's always outrageously priced. And it's a good whiskey. I mean, some bottles are much better than others. We've all said that. But the problem was over the past few years, it just got ridiculous. But I walked in at the right time and found one of these at MSRP. So I'm talking, you know, $44. And I couldn't pass. I couldn't pass it up while I was down there in Yuma. So I picked up 5 of them. Of course, my nephews already sounded off for a few of them because apparently in Pennsylvania, they're like trying to find hen's teeth. But I found some Eagle Rare, and I was surprised they let me walk out with 5 of them. But they certainly did at the store. And another thing I saw that they had there was E.H. Taylor Small Batch, which is one of my favorites, but I don't need it because I've got plenty up there in reserve. But it was $54, $54.99, which I didn't think was too darn bad for the small batch comparing to today's times to what it was 5 years ago. I mean, you know, $12, $15 jump isn't too bad at all. And I think that now some of these prices, you know, they're starting to level on out because what it's just coming down to is they are sitting on a lot of whiskey. And I'm only reason I'm mentioning Buffalo Trace is just because of these products right now. But, you know, they're all sitting on a lot of whiskey and they're not moving what they'd like to move. And from what everyone's telling me, they're able to get some little better prices on whiskey, but also people that have been doing some picks, able to get a little better price on some barrels, which we've talked about this for years. It was only a matter of time before, you know, something came in and something happened. Hey, Brian, cheers, man. Great to see you. I was streaming with him last night on Big Vic's channel. It's good to see him, have him there. It's always great to see him. Oh, hey, Rick, what's up, man? Cheers. Just getting down to the through the chat there because I'm busy running my gums. But so anyhow, so yeah, I didn't buy the E.H. Taylor, but I did pick up the Eagle Rare, and it's always good to have a backup for the backup for the backup. I mean, like I said, it's good whiskey, and some bottles are better than others. But you know, a lot of people who are still new into it and really go after it, and you know, just like Ohio is the land of Weller. Out here, you fall over the standard Buffalo Trace for about $24 all day long. But, you talk to my nephews and stuff back east, it's 60 plus. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Please don't. I'll get you some of that. But it's just the Eagle Rare here. When you find it, it's $60 plus, and in some cases, it's still pushing north up to 100. And what people are telling me on the Eagle Rare, it's not rare. No pun intended. It's out there. It's out there. But I don't know. I just couldn't pass it up. It was a good deal. So, have a backup for the backup. Buy it when it's right. I don't care if I don't touch it for 4 or 5 years. It ain't going to go bad. Heck, it might even make a good stocking stuffer. I don't know. But we're not far off from that time of year, people. It's already September. And speaking of September, some people now are sending me some pics I got that they're looking at different rye whiskeys because they believe rye is more of a fall drink. Fine. Me, I can drink it fall, winter, spring, summer. It's what I'm in the mood for. It's what I'm in the mood for. It's what I drink, as a matter of fact. I was drinking Smoke Wagon the other night, and then some of that Magnolia I have sitting over there. I was drinking that, and man, that hit the spot. I haven't had that. Bourbon Battalion picked that up for me. Oh my gosh, almost 5 years ago, and it's really, really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. But anyway, so yes, I have made other purchases. Something I found a couple of weeks ago that Bourbon would really like, and I didn't think I'd see another one because I got a sample of it, found a bottle, it was really good, never opened it because I'm like, boy, I don't have a backup, but I wasn't quick enough. They flew off the shelf. And so I was at Liquor Lineup here in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, and it just come up in conversation. And I said, oh, yeah, this is a great one. I says, but it wasn't as good as this year. And I went over and picked it up, and I was talking to one of the people there I know. And I looked down and I'm like, did I just pick up something that I was just talking about? And I looked at it and I said, holy smokes, it's still here. And it is the American Heroes Edition 2023 from Evan Williams. And if any of you know, you have these, know that this was a good bottle, particularly the 2023. And I couldn't believe, well, this was the last one on the shelf there. I just never thought it would still be there. And I just happened to talk about it, and I went over and picked it up. I said, yeah, what year? And I went to say, what year is this? Is this current or whatever? And I looked down and it was 23. And I went, are you kidding me? Well, that went home with me a couple of weeks ago. And I just couldn't pass it up. And now I will drink normally from a bottle because once I go through that, I still have a backup of that particular one. So I was pretty happy with that. And yes, it is. The 2023 was. I think it was maybe Bourbon that sent it to me. I can't remember off the top of my head because it's been more than 2 days. But anyhow, yeah, it is. It is a good drop. We've all talked about that. Okay. Well, see, I can handle $25. $25 is great for the standard Buffalo Trace, but by gosh, it's crappy in other places, and I just can't understand it. It's good, but believe me, it's not $50 good. Definitely not $50 good. I'm sorry, Buffalo Trace. I mean, but it's just the way it goes. It isn't. Not at all. If you see this one, Kathy, and it is the 2023 Evan Williams American Heroes Edition, yeah, don't hesitate. to pick it up. Let's just say 25 bucks. Pick it up for that. Oh yeah. And if there is two, I'm confident to say you'll like it and appreciate the backup. But if there's plenty behind it, then go home, open it. But I have a feeling you'll go back and get another one. If you like Evan Williams' profile, I like it. I think it's great for the money. I really do. I've said that for sure. Oh, it was good. I had a little longer than that. Just hanging out with family, parents, doing different things. The wife had a little spell. She was in the hospital, so that's what derailed me the first week all of a sudden. So, that again comes first. Then I had a couple of opportunities to visit the parents, and things just worked out that way, and that's the way it is. And I just decided to go. that's that's just how it is. No, no. I did go probably 10 days, absolutely nothing. Then, a couple of beers here. I'd be home for a couple of days and, well, hey, let me have a pour or two. And I was more lurking on streams, watching what was going on or whatever, and just literally just sitting back and relaxing, not doing a darn thing, nothing. It was nice. It was really nice. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think most of you know if the majority of my alcohol consumption is mostly, if I at all, it's weekends and maybe on Friday. And then I go 5 days easy and never touch it. If we end up going out to eat or something like that, and there's a glass of wine or, oh, yeah, yeah. But generally 4 or 5 days in a row, I don't touch it. Not because I don't want it. It's just I'm working. I'm up at 2:30, so it's just like forget it. But some of my other purchases. So I told you about the Bardstown. I got it in a glass. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes to do its thing. I got the Evan Williams. I was up in an old gold town here in Nevada called Goldfield, Nevada, just because I had time and wife and I were home, and I said, get in a truck, put the dog in there, and turned out to be a 400-mile round trip, all the way up, do what we're doing, sightsee, play tourist, turn around and come back around 7, 8 o'clock at night. But anyway, was up in a town called Goldfield, Nevada, and also was in Beatty, Nevada, which are other little gold towns. Well, they were big gold towns, but they're not now. Anyway, and so while I was up there, they got little shops, not really antique shops, but kind of along that line. And so I was there, and James, I saw these decanters, and one of them really caught my eye. Was this one? Let me just get it here. Of course, let me get it a little closer. It's the Beefeaters, and sorry, I just got to hold it up and hold it back if you guys can see it. Now he is missing the staff that goes with it, but I don't care. I just liked what it was, so I picked this up, and this was made in Stratfordshire, England. Genuine English ceramic, numbered, but at one time it had booze in there. Now that the cork is gone because it went there, but for, I don't know, $10, I'm like, I don't care. I just liked it, so I picked this up, which I thought it's just a neat little decanter conversation type piece. I liked it, so I picked it up while I was there. Another thing that I picked up, which I didn't know when I got it. Hey, Sean, cheers, man. Glad you can make it. I knew you'd be here. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. But then not knowing, I picked this one up. Let me take this off. Sorry there, Donald. I picked this one up, which is pretty neat. And I'm keeping my hand over it, but I'll bring it in there. It was a bear. Well, it is a bear. At first, when I thought it was a boar, but then once I really looked at it, oh, no, it's not. It's a bear. So I'll turn it around. And I don't know if you can hear this. Oops, I forgot. And the cork was broke, in it. I don't care. It's just, this is from 1968. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's something in there. I don't know what. But when I read it, when I lifted it up, and let me see if anyone can see what this says. Old Ezra Brooks 12-year real sipping whiskey. So this is a Ezra Brooks decanter from 1968. Yeah, that's what's on the bottom of this. I'm half tempted to try a little surgery and see what that might be like. Half tempted, not all the way. Half tempted. Yes, they are neat. That Beefeaters one and this one. It's neat. It really, really is. I enjoyed that. And that was just one of those things. I walked in and it caught my eye. And I'm like, holy crap, that is neat. Yep. Beefeaters, the one in the tower. Yes. Yep. I tell you what, when I get over to the UK, I have to go there. I have got to go there. That's true. And unfortunately, in 68, yeah, probably is. Probably is. I doubt if it's, it could be stoneware, but I doubt it highly. So that's why I'm not like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do it, or I would have done it a long time ago. So that always kind of just sticks with me, Jim. So a couple of weeks ago when I was up there, just like I said, doing the tourist thing, I picked those up. So then I come home, and the week there, I was, of course, back at liquor lineup. Imagine that. Yeah. I know you all find that hard to believe. And, well, you'll have to forgive me because I sinned. So over here, I don't know if you can see those three, but I'm going to bring them over. But they needed a home. I don't know if any of you like Glendronach, but I had to get them because they were a series, and I couldn't pass it up. So the first one is the Glendronach Ode to the Valley. No, they haven't been opened yet, but they will be. Ode to the Valley. Next one is Ode to the Dark. They're all NAS, by the way, all NAS. And the third one is Ode to the Embers. And so, of course, where do you think my mind went to when it said embers? Embers, smoke goes to peat in this head. So I am hoping Ode to the Embers, Glendronach. So I actually had one in my hand. My wife said, what about the other two? And I looked and I said, what about them? She says, well, shouldn't you buy all three? Chuckle. Why, of course I should. So anyway, home they came. Home they came with me. And I still got to get a decanter for that darn Deanston Organic 14 that the cork broke the on stream when I popped it for the first time, fell inside. The decanter I had here, I dropped and cracked, so that wasn't, but I gotta get one. But just like Jim had said, yeah, be careful. You don't want any lead in your decanter. So, yeah. Yep. I know. So I don't know if that really is peated, Sean, or not. However, I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. Look, happy wife, happy life. So that's all I could say. And, been together 30 years and I'm not dead yet. There you go. Yeah, well, I walked in there and the box caught my eye. Flashy box in the liquor store. Ooh. Anyway, so of course, I pull it down because I'm at liquor lineup too, and I help myself. And I'm looking, and then just one thing led to another, and I'm trying to think. Something else I bought, but I don't remember because I bought it early on in the hiatus. It'll come to me. Now, the last things I got this past week when I was in Yuma, stopped in a store just because, and well, you think I'm on a kick, but I just had to do it. But I found this Jim Beam. Let me get rid of this decanter. This one is empty, but I'm sorry. Let me get it. I just thought it was neat, and for $7, I couldn't pass it up. Yes, you're right. Kentucky Straight Whiskey, 110 months old. 4/5 quart at 86 proof is what it said. I guess that's the front. Let me turn it around. Here is the back of it. And on the bottom, it'd be hard for you all to probably really read, but let me turn it around so I can read it. Creation of James B. Beam Distilling Company, Kentucky. Genuine Regal, China. Copyright C. Miller, 1968. 1968. So for $7.50, I couldn't pass that one up. Wait a minute. So at the same store, I saw this one. And this one is a special one because it was to commemorate the National Charitable Objective, the research of muscular dystrophy, Labor Day, New York City. It was a telethon in 1971. So that's what this, I guess, was made for. So let me hold this up, and then I'll turn it around. Now, some of you may know what this is and what organization this is because it's on there by my fingers. Tall Cedars of Lebanon is an organization of the Masons. So you have your Shriners. This is another one. And you see it says $5. So it was half off. So I got it for $2.50. I could not pass this up. So now let me turn this around right here. And so this is where I was reading it. So it commemorates, whoops, wrong side. It commemorates an event. And Now, this is Jim Beam, 86 proof, but this one was only aged 100 months, and the other one had 10 more months on it. But this was made for them. So I think, this thing is probably worth more than the $2.50 I paid for it. But I was a tall cedar in the Masons. So that's the first thing that caught my eye. And, but, oh, this thing is nice. And it's taped around here because it's traveling. I didn't want it to come off. But the other one, the cork is in. It still has the tax stamp that, and just like this one does, still has the original tax stamp from back in the day that goes over there. But I just thought, it was nice to have this. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to pick it up, and especially for that. So during my travels and everything, that's what I had picked up. And yes, they are very cool. They really are. John, cheers, brother. Great to see you. If you're home, I got the link posted up at the top. Feel free to pop on for a minute, anybody. I know I said it earlier, but I got to beating my gums. Anyway, yeah, it is. Oh, my grandmother would watch that thing because, back in the 60s and 70s, they had real entertainment there. When I say real entertainment, if you'd seen Harvey Korman or Tim Conway, John Wayne, Sinatra, Dean Martin, of course, Jerry Lewis. But she would watch that and watch that and watch that. And then I'd come in and she'd be crying. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. Those poor kids, those poor kids. And I quit watching it. Oh, the entertainment. Oh, this person's on and that person's on, the people she grew up with watching. So she was glued to the television forever and a day. Well, watching that thing up all hours because it was always on during that time. But anyway, that's what I remember about that. Anyway, so I think this thing has sat enough in there. I popped the Glen cap off there. Nice nose on it. Typical bourbon. I mean, I don't really smell any Tennessee in there. Let me look here. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Nope, says it's all their distillate. 6 years, aged in Bardstown. So let me see here. Little ethanol, but I don't think that's bad. Oh yeah, absolutely. Carol Burnett. Oh yeah. Oh, the other one I had to watch, Lawrence Welk. Oh. I mean, I'm not knocking the guy, but I mean, when you're that age, it's like, oh God, really? Yeah, it was just too much. But anyway, let me get a little sip of this Bardstown here, the Origin series. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh, Paul, cheers. I just was getting ready to take a sip and I looked down there after Kathy's comment. I went, oh, it's Paul. Cheers, brother. Great to see you. Oh, shit, that's nice. Well, have you all had that Origin series, this one here that I had showed you? Yes, I vaguely have memories of that also. Yes, I do. I can't remember when the show went off in the air. Was it in the early 70s? I know it was all along in the 60s or whatever, if I remember correctly. But I was way too young then. But Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they don't do that anymore, that telethon. Jerry, of course, Lewis has passed, but they, he did a lot for him. Did a lot for him, for that particular affliction, without a doubt. Oh, yeah. Um, but nothing like that one on Labor Day. Oh, my goodness. Nothing like it. So I don't know. This one, I don't know if this one is, I don't think this one's the Weeder. I forgot that they had one. Let's see. Most sophisticated distillery in the country. Okay. This is 20% wheat, 68 corn, and 12 malted barley. Ah, no wonder why. I said I'm getting a little malt on the palate. I like it. Mm. This is a very nice sipping whiskey. Extremely nice sipping whiskey. Is the Weeder one along the same lines of this? Is just what I'm experiencing? I mean, I know it's wheat, but it's very pleasant. It still has some nice spice to it. It could be a little more, in my opinion, but uh, this is nice. I know it's 6 year, and I don't know if you get any of this on the Weeder, Rick, um, but a little bit late in the finish, uh, like a lemony note or a young note, just late in the finish, almost towards the end of it. Hey, Whiskey Wars, cheers. Great to see you, man. Hope you are doing well. Uh, miss seeing you. Been busy the last few weeks, but I didn't know if I didn't get on, but I did get the notification. But just been a little busy taking care of things around here. But good to see you. Appreciate you coming, saying hello, and smashing the like button. And if you're home and got a little bit of time, want to pop on, the link is at the top. And you're under no obligation. Just letting you know. Oh, the yeah, Carson. Oh, that was the show. That definitely was the show. There was no doubt there. No doubt there. Loved it. Okay. I'm just asked because, I haven't had, other than the Bardstown I got, like I said, I was a fanboy. I got the Fusion series up until they stopped coming to Nevada in Discovery 5. I may have gotten a sample of 7. I have to go back there, but I think 5 was the last one I got. Um, because I got disillusioned with them after that taste of 5. It's like, ooh. But anyway, um, yeah, this is nice. It's been years since I purchased anything from Bardstown. Mm. Josh, cheers, man. Sorry, I kept looking down. I'm like, and just getting caught up in the chat. And then when I saw your comment, I looked over. I go, shit. Anyway,
like 15 minutes.
Sorry.
I should have said something. So I figured you'd see me eventually.
Well, you know what? I don't get the tone anymore.
Huh.
Don't ask me. I know how you get that little beep or just to bring your attention to it. I don't know if I have to activate that because I know StreamYard has done a lot of changes, added a lot of other features, whatever the case may be. But
yeah,
anyhow,
they've given it a new coat of paint.
Maybe. Anyway, Josh, always again, good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in here saying hello. And yes, my Steelers did lose, but you know what? It happens. And I'm surprised. I was, I'll be honest with you, with Aaron or Rodgers being there, I was very, very against it. But I watched him play the first game, and I wasn't too upset with it. I mean, I only saw bits and pieces. The second one, he wasn't bad. They just couldn't make a play. They just couldn't make a play. Receivers didn't catch, but I'm not going to beat that bush anymore. It is what it is. 1-1 still isn't bad. Still isn't bad. That's right. Smash that like button. Smash it so hard that Livewire Whiskey up there in Colorado wakes up from his nap with a headache. Anyway, let me just say this, Rick. As the flavor's developing, it's a lot milder than I would like, but I'm going to give it a little bit of the benefit of the doubt that I need to drink a little more out of the bottle and just let it open up a bit. But I could see myself picking up another bottle of this here in the future. I don't think it's bad at all as it just sits here and develops. But yeah, I just get that little bit of that citrus and young note there on the back. I know you didn't get it out of the weeder, which is fine, which I probably would not expect that. Okay, I prefer High Rye too. That's why I like Smoke Wagon. It's like 36% rye the majority of the time in theirs. I really just enjoy that spice. Josh, I picked this up a while ago, and it's the first one I bought in years since Disco 5, but they started bringing back Bardstown here in Nevada, and I picked up one of the Origin series. I think they're like $45. And because I go there a lot, it only cost me $40. So for $40 in tax, you can't go wrong. So I picked this up and popped it. I wasn't going to do a review, and I'm not. I just opened a bottle and oh, this is pretty darn good. And I did almost grab one of your Evernorths you dropped off while I was doing stuff prior to it. But I thought, you know what? I want to keep a fresh palate. I had it in my hand and I was getting ready to cut the stuff off around it. And I was like, I'm going to hold off on it because, what was it? Vic Stream. When you asked me if I was streaming, I go, yeah. And I almost was going to grab it then, but I grabbed the Smoke Wagon and poured a glass of Smoke Wagon. And then this morning or this afternoon, as I was doing stuff here, moving stuff around, reorganizing, getting some stuff together and making room, I'm like, ooh, I want to try that Evernorth. I'll show you the one. The Night Stalker 4. So I got that right here. These maybe next week or so you'll pop on and walk me through that. Really? See, I saw that here. I just saw that here, Josh. But that's one thing I will say. I don't mind the Amaroot, but I can't drink glass after glass of it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those finishes or that taste that I don't know. It's like, I don't know. So anyhow, I haven't gotten it. 119. I may have to. I know some people. I may have to ask if they have their bottle open and grab a sample and give that a try. I'm trying to remember what it was. I've had a few pours. Wasn't that, of course? It was something else finished in that, but I don't remember what it was. And it was not bad. I said, "Oh yeah, this is not a bad finish." But after you have a glass or two, in my opinion, I was done with it. Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. If Eric's saying if Eric is saying that he'd pick another one up for that, I'm definitely going to have to look into that. Yeah, I didn't either. I was just looking just before you said that. I was so, and he didn't, and he didn't send me anything, and I didn't ask. Yes, sir. That does happen. That does happen. But T-Rob, cheers, man. Appreciate you being here, smashing that like button and saying hello. Always great to have you pop in, man. Thank you. Well, that's one thing about Costco's and stuff like that. Most of the time, they're priced right. Sometimes they're at a great price, but most of the time they're right. And other times, that's not a deal. You're saving maybe $5 versus going to your local, like mom and pop. I'm not running to Costco for the frickin' line and to stand in all that shit for $5. Sorry. If I had to go there for something and I was there, okay. But for $5 difference, no. But I have enough people that go and that are there on the regular basis that send me pictures and say, hey, this or hey, that. Oh, okay, great. Or, yeah, I want one of those. Pick it up. Take my money. And, Sean made a comment a bit ago. And I think it was, Sean, you said, Glenn Dronich, you didn't know about Pete, right? And me either. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Ode to the Dark. Or was it Ode to the Embers? Now I got to look. Because I went to one of them first. And I'm going to go to the Embers. Okay, it says Sherry and Smoke. So, okay, the Ode to the Dark is matured Pedro Jimenez cast. The Ode to the Valley is sherry and port cask finish. So let me just look here. Hold on. Okay. All right. God, you all know I hate to read this stuff offhand, but I'm going to because Sean had asked that, and I meant to grab that. Let me just see. Days and malt kilns, cloak barrels. I'm just looking here real quick. I don't want to give it all away, and I'm really trying. Oh shit! This isn't.
Ode to the Embers.
Oh my god! Not only is it an Oloroso sherry, I didn't see that on there, but it's also in Pedro Jimenez casks, and on the finish, it's nutmeg treacle with wisps of smoked clove. I don't, in general, like clove, but I really don't get that note on whiskeys. So I'm hoping it's 48.4 ABV. They're 700 ml bottles. So, all right, we'll see. And this says Rachel. I don't know if that's
Barry.
F8. What's that?
Barry.
Yeah. Okay, it's Barry. I said, I don't know if that's an F or a B.
It's a B.
Okay. She's the master distiller, so she put this together. Like I said, I generally try not to read the sides of the bottles or anything like that. But anyhow, so that's where we are here. Let's see what Rick had to say. It's $38. Yeah, I'm not getting Eagle Rare for $38 here, but I found it in Arizona for $44, so I'm fine with that. So that's why I've picked up 5 of them. But my nephew wants 4 because apparently Pennsylvania is raking him over the coals for it. Okay, and I'm perfect with that. Thank you for that. Yep, I knew it was Ode to the Embers. That's perfect. I agree with you on that. Because most of the time I don't, like I said, I do not pick up that. I've never picked up clove spice. So when people would say that, and my wife would say, oh yeah, you won't like it if it's got cloves in it. And I go, yeah, but that's not a taste that I usually get in whiskey. So I don't shy away from it. But now I understand a little better after that. Look at this, look at this, look at this.
How we doing, fellas? Good to see you.
Oh my gosh, we're great. How's everything down there in your end of the woods?
We're hanging in there. I mean, it's been a week, as we all know. We've all been here through the same week, so.
Yeah. So it's not raining in Kentucky?
No, not currently.
Not currently.
If we're talking about the weather, we could actually use some rain. But yeah. Actually, what are you on, Anthony? I heard you briefly talking about before I was kind of getting ready to hop on here.
I just took another sip of it. Bardstown's now being distributed again here, so I picked up the Origin series.
Okay.
And I picked up.
Oh, the Weeder. Okay, yeah.
This is the Weeder?
Is it not? Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. But, it's 20% wheat in the mash bill, so okay.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this is nice. It has, I was saying to Rick, I get late in the finish, I get a little bit of that lemon or young note, I call it, on the palate. And I'm like, it's not bad. It has flavor. It's light, but sweet. And I like it.
Yeah, I've drank a little bit of it. Yeah, it's not bad.
Orlando, cheers, brother. Hope you are doing well. And by the way, I really enjoyed Northwest Bourbon stream because he had Horse Soldier on. And I was listening to Carlos there with his question. I was lurking in the back, just sitting and sipping and watching. And I really like that stream. And I met Vance a couple of times here in Vegas. Matter of fact, one time he was here. Independent Joe and I both were at the same event with him, and we were chatting. And matter of fact, he had made reference. He says, "Didn't we meet?" And Joe's like, "Oh yeah, we met, here in Vegas." But anyway, like that whiskey a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I just from everything I've seen from those guys, I've not met any of them in person, but from everything I've seen from them, they just seem like good guys. So I hope the brand continues to do well.
Mm-hmm.
And plus,
this July, they're opening up the distillery.
I know. I live 30 minutes from it.
I was just going to say, aren't you? You just went right there already. I was going to say, you're not far from them, right?
Yeah, I'm actually going to try and pursue that, even if I have to take like a menial job cleaning floors. I'm going to see if I can get in with them just because I love the brand. I love what they're doing. I love the whole taking in retired horses thing.
I was just going to say. Did you hear that? Yeah, they're going to be taking in the horses. I mean, they're not going to take everyone, but I knew that the military still has horses, mostly for ceremonial type things. You know, they're not charging into battle, except for horse soldier. But that was the only thing they had available when they arrived in country. So,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, even if they just need a guy to clean the horse stalls, I've done it before. So,
Oh yeah. Hey, I've cleaned the stalls out from milking cows many times. It isn't any different.
yeah, poop.
It isn't any
All right.
different. You know, you might say it's different shit, but it's still shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, thankfully, you know, horse and cow poop clumps pretty good. So,
Well, yeah, let's just say it depends on what you feed them, but yeah.
that's true. That is true.
Hey, Donner Pass. Cheers, brother.
Hey, cheers, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate
Cheers,
you.
cheers, everybody in chat.
Yeah. Appreciate you for stopping in, man, saying hello, smashing the like button, and putting up with our BS. Cheers. But anyway, yeah, this is good whiskey. I like it. Well, I like weeded whiskey. But usually when they do that, I just turn the bottle on, even though I read the mash bill, it didn't click. But I was looking because, you know, they always have this little artwork stuff on there. I go, well, sometimes like Wilderness Trail, they have wheat stocks. Duh. And so I just turned it around. I went, oh, yeah, no wheat stock on that. There's no wheat stock on that. And then I read the mash bill, and it just didn't click. Oh, yeah, it's a weeder, 20%. But anyhow, see, that's just what happens sometimes.
Big roll. Cheers, Dan.
We're going to tour Bardstown. Yeah, I can't argue with you on that one.
Oh, nice.
It's rye. Let's see. Oh my gosh, look at this. Cheers, man.
The roll is in the house.
What is up, Dan? Cheers. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping in, smashing that like button, and just saying hey and letting us know you're around, man. Cheers.
Yeah, good to see
to you and Egg Roll. Oh, and there. We can't forget. She ain't booted both of you out yet, so one's a saint. Because I know Egg Roll can be demanding.
Richie Z, what's up, man?
I know, finally. I've been waiting for him to pop in because he said he would. Richie, so I'm just finishing up the Bardstown Origin series. I have just a fresh crack, just a off the cuff, not a real official review, but good enough. We're just sitting back and having a pour and BSing. Nothing fancy, anything like that. So feel free to get yourself something, put your feet up, and watch the show. Watch the show. I can't guarantee where it'll go, but it always goes.
I am envious, Richie. That sounds fantastic.
I forget what my wife's making. Oh, yeah. And then after almost a month off of work, I go back tomorrow. Yeah. I really was enjoying that.
Just long vacation, or what was the month off?
Kind of, sort of. Long and short is I got hurt at work. So they couldn't meet my restrictions due to my job tasks. You know what I'm saying? They put me on a 1 to 2 pound restriction, and it's only my hand, but
yeah, it's very limiting.
Yeah. So I still have it. They didn't release me from that part of it. So they really want me back. And so I said, well, can you accommodate me? I can point and tell you what to do. They said, come back. They did. Well, I am a supervisor there, but they're like, yeah, come back.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good.
Back. Well, they've got things going on and need my help.
Gotcha.
And I can manage it. And it's a lot of, let's just say, if it comes to fruition, it's phone calls, walking around, gathering information, stuff I was doing anyway for the last 3 years. So I am nose deep into this. So I know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'll deal with the contractors and so on and so forth and get through it. But anyhow, I'm kind of looking forward to it in a way. It's like, but I can't like sit around home. I got you. I get bored to tears, but I understand. But I will say this, and I told the doctor that.
Hey, Josh, go harvest that meat, buddy. Heck yeah, man.
I was against the restrictions at first, but it's worked out a lot because I really watched this hand. But I'm right-handed, but it was my left hand. I hurt repetitive motion, my wrist, my basal joint just under my thumb, and then my elbow. They said, oh, golfer's elbow. I go, kind of ironic. I quit golfing like 15 years ago. Yeah. And I go, well, I can understand that, but I haven't touched a golf club literally in that long. But anyhow.
So just, like you're saying, just doing the same motions over and over again, just wearing on your joints and things.
The thing that hurt the worst is in this hand. Let me bring it into the shot. They took the needle and went in here to get to the joint and put the cortisone there. I'm done with those. In other words, woo-wee.
I've had that done in my knee and ankle. Yeah, it feels great.
Oh, I've had it in the ankle. I've had it in the shoulder. When I had the torn rotator cuff, it was to help get through the last month of physical therapy because the frozen shoulder, even though they released that when they repaired the shoulder from the tear, I just was having problems. I couldn't get to a certain point no matter what I did. Now, if I held on to the thing and I pulled it myself, I could move the arm up, but I couldn't do it myself. So long and short of it is I got the injection. It was fine. So I figured, well, if that was fine, it's the same guy that jabbed me. It got to be good. Oh. For like 72 hours after. Oh my gosh. When I got back to the doctor this past Friday, I just told him, I go, look, if you'd asked me how I felt the first week after you gave me the shot, I go, yeah, I wasn't happy. As a matter of fact, to the point where I had to call on Friday to say, hey, my pain level went from a steady 5 to like a 9.
Yeah. You're making it worse.
Yeah, exactly. Looky here, looky here, looky here.
Oh, look at this. Look at this sexy song bitch.
Well, don't push it now. That hat'll start floating.
I'm definitely a sexy sumbitch.
At first, I saw you pop up. I'm like, Profound? Who the frick? How did that person get on here? And then I looked at the hat and I went, oh shit, that's Eric.
So is the Barbarian is that monarchy? Not monarchy. What's
I'm still Eric the Barbarian, but I just like being the Profound. I'm both.
Okay, that's fair.
Damn, I didn't recognize you, man. Good to see it.
Thanks. Damn, you looking good, Jim.
Thanks.
So I got this today.
Hold on. I don't know what in the hell that is.
Just
you got it.
Is that a cigar? I can't tell with the lighting. Is that a cigar batch or?
Cask. It's the triple cask.
Okay.
That's nice.
Got it for $50.
That's even nicer.
And then, of course, there's always this, which is just a great This is good.
Which year you got there, Eric?
This is damn, I took the damn thing
Yeah,
off.
you
I
lost
don't
your
know.
neck tag.
No, it's on the bottom. Right on the bottom.
Yeah, it should say on the bottom as well.
Okay, hang on.
No, not the bottom of the bottle. Right underneath the label. Where it says 90 proof.
This is 2025.
Okay.
Oh, you got the new one. Okay.
He's got the new one. So, Eric, I found focus.
You got this, camera.
Come on, camera, stop focusing on me. I found a 23. Yep.
And that's good.
Yeah, man.
And then I've also got this. This is my go-to every day.
Right.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be.
I may join you in that here in just a second. I got this guy on sale at Kroger for $35. This is the big boy.
Oh my God, $35.
Yeah.
Hey, I was at Fry's. So Kroger's owns Fry's, for people that don't know out here. And they had this for $44.99.
Has anybody tried the 12 yet? Has anybody had the 12 yet?
Haven't seen it.
I mean, a couple of people we know have tried it.
I haven't seen it out here.
I really want to try it. I'm absolutely certain it's as bland as the 10.
You're probably right.
because
I hope not.
Because
it has to be, because what they do is they take this really good whiskey that probably finishes at like 117 and they water it down to be 90.
Facts.
and that's just wrong. For God's sakes, let me have a 12-year-old Eagle Rare above 101. I want a 12-year-old Eagle Rare.
Just imagine what Eagle Rare could be.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, let's just say this. Make it at 50 ABV. Give us a little teaser.
I mean, why can't we go back to the 101 that it used to be?
And that's my problem. Is the 17 is 101, and I like the 17, but for God's sakes, give me something more than 101. I want something at like 110.
Okay. I'm getting to the pulpit. I'm getting to the pulpit because Kathy said preach, so I'm going to preach.
Okay.
It goes back to a stream I did, and I'm going to bring up Buffalo Trace again. Z-Man Special.
Because it's that.
I bought a pick.
Cheers, Chris.
And then I have the regular. But I tell you what, the pick, when I say it's that much, I mean, there is a difference. There's a touch of a difference. But for the money you're paying for a pick versus the standard, get the standard. And if you're doing a pick, it's your barrel. Bump up the frickin' proof. Why don't they let them do that? Why?
Buffalo Trace, yeah. Buffalo Trace.
I know, but it's a pick. It's for me. I don't want that weak ass shit. Let's just bump it up to 100. Come on, give us something.
Well, I mean,
make it a
then
pick.
you get into issues with the TTB, and it's a whole thing.
Get the hell out.
Because the
I know what you're saying.
And all the stupid bullshit.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, that's bullshit. But it's ridiculous. If I'm buying that barrel, I don't want it at what the shelfer is. I want it to be unique. I want it to be something that somebody is not going to have.
One of the many reasons I'm a libertarian, but anyway.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but that only counts as against the government.
What
was that, Eric?
That only counts as against the government. I can't force Buffalo.
Well, I mean, I'm saying the three-tier system, that's definitely the government.
Yeah, and you're right. That is the three-tier system is absolutely the government. But come on, Buffalo Trace. Give me an Eagle Rare that's at 108. Can we do 108?
Oh, something.
That's a sweet spot.
Hey, okay, 108, 105. But come on, just I don't want this shit anymore.
There you go. Like Richie said, give us something to work with. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Exactly.
Jeremy, cheers, brother. Appreciate you being here and saying hello. Feel free to smash that like button so hard that Livewire Whiskey feels it all the way up in Colorado.
That's right.
He's not coming on tonight, and
I kind of figured that. My peeps already said they don't have that. He didn't have a thumbnail up.
I mean, guys, it's my contention. I've said this before, but I think that Buffalo Trace makes basic bitch whiskey because they know that it appeals to the masses. It's intentionally watery because it won't scare anyone off. And that's also why it's become probably the biggest brand in bourbon, and people just tater after it because it's very soft and gentle and easy to drink.
Right. And I actually I use ChatGPT to write fiction, and I've told ChatGPT if they ever use the word smooth, I will get rid of them. Smooth is the worst word you can use when you're talking about bourbon.
I agree with you. I try not to use it.
It's like saying unoffensive. Unoffensive means it doesn't taste like fucking anything.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my thing has always been, who the hell got into whiskey for smoothness?
Not me. Hell no.
I mean, I'm of the opinion I wanted something that would kick my ass. That's why I got into whiskey. I want something a little bit challenging as a drink. No,
I get it. But once you get to a certain point, and I wear the shirt, it says Proofy Bitch.
Right.
100 and north. 100 and north. You know what I'm saying? 100 in north, I'm good. So I like the Bardstown that I just popped. That was very good. I like it. It's 100. It was north, bottled and bond, but it's 6-year juice. But, bottled and bond, so it's 100 proof. It's like, oh, man, this is all right. This is all right. Hey, Chris. Cheers, man.
That's exactly it. I mean, I'm at this point where, like, I love this. This is one of my favorites in the world.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you held up a bottle and not something else. I was going to say, hey, PG.
Dude, I
was trying to get to that, pop him off the screen, but whew.
I want something that does not suck.
Yep.
And smooth sucks.
Well, you know what? I try not to use that. And I even say that when I do different tastings to people. I go, don't use smooth. I understand you don't know, so you have a pass. But
no, tell them up front.
There are other
smooth is a bad
ways
word.
To articulate that note, that sensation.
Smooth means watered down. Smooth means unoffensive. Unoffensive means not strong, not complex, and that's the problem. It's
soft.
Not complex.
Soft is another word I use often.
Right, soft. That's a great word. Because it's not. There's no complexity to it. I want complexity to my bourbon.
And you know what? Mellow is another one I've used.
Yeah, for sure, Orlando.
If you want that, get married. Yes.
No joke.
What number, though, Eric? There's a certain number that you definitely got to get to first.
I think this is the first time Eric's ever said that I want something that doesn't suck.
Remember? Well, that's PG. So
a little bit of facts here on this channel, folks.
Yeah, but I'm talking about bourbon. I'm not talking. Never mind.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not
going any further.
Cheers, John.
Dude, I was sharpening my fucking knife today. I have this fucking thing on here. I cut myself so deep, but so the angle was so wrong, I couldn't do anything about it. It took me 45 minutes to stop this motherfucker from bleeding.
That means you got your knife real sharp.
It's real fucking sharp, dude. It's crazy sharp. Jim, what are you doing?
Huh?
What have you been up to, man? I haven't seen you in forever. Tell me what's up. Tell me how's it going? Are you still at the post office?
Oh yeah.
Has the Trump administration fired you because they don't like you? I just need to know what's going on.
Why would the Trump administration single out Jim?
Well, not
What?
just Jim.
What
Not
has
just
what
Jim.
has
I'm
Jim
a, proud,
done?
I'm a proud union member.
Not
Not the proud
just
little heart
Jim.
fire.
We all know that Jim is a threat to national security.
Guaranteed.
Go, baby,
When
go.
he gets behind that wheel. All right, I gotta pour
Damn
something
it,
out.
Jim! Stop doing things.
Yeah, quit being the asshole, dude.
Yeah, I'm still at the post office. Just a lot of working, and when I'm not working, I'm at a concert like I was last night.
You're where?
I said it was a lot of working, and if I'm not working, I'm at a concert like I was last night.
What concert were you at?
Last night was supposed to be Dwight Yoakam and the Mavericks, but the Mavericks had to cancel because their lead singer and guitarist Raul Malo was fighting intestinal cancer, and his doctor finally said, "Dude, you got to stop."
Well, okay.
So,
I mean, that's a decent reason.
But you still got to see
yeah,
Dwight
Yoakam was
Yoakam?
pretty good.
You still got to see Dwight Yoakam?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Dude, he's fucking amazing. Little sister, don't you?
Yeah, he's an interesting fella, the Dwight Yoakam.
Yes.
Little sister, don't you kiss me once.
He told this like 15-minute story.
I can't disagree with Kathy on that comment.
Want to please the masses other than that.
And I agree.
I'm
And
the odd man out here.
the masses, we are not the masses. If you're on here right now, if you're watching or you're talking on here, you are not the masses. And the masses, it's like saying that, like, I don't know. Shit, man. It's wrong. The masses are wrong.
That's true. About most things.
About almost all things.
No, they didn't, Mr. Mom. The opener filled in.
I haven't had any of this dark arts in a while, only because I cannot find this particular one again. I wish I'd have known how good it was, but it took me a minute to open the bottle to get to it, and it's gone. It's been gone for a year.
Just drink it up and go.
Oh, I'm drinking it. I'm drinking it right now. I just happened to turn around and go, yeah, I haven't had any of that in a while.
Giddy up, go.
Shit,
Jim,
this thing's good.
Jim, where's your kick-ass hat? Do you see the three of the rest of us on here?
All right, hang on a second. I'm going to find it.
Hey,
We'll
get
find
the
a hat.
one that has the propeller on it.
Wait, propeller? There's a propeller hat?
Well, yeah, you know, the little one that fits on the top of his head and has the propeller on it.
No, I didn't realize this was an option.
Me either. I have one downstairs. There's a propeller. It's got a.
No. We're talking about.
It's got a solar.
We're talking
cell
about on a hat now. I don't want to talk about any other propellers there. PG.
PG.
Yes.
We're all
Pregnant-
drinking whiskey. I don't know
Pregnant
what.
girls.
No. This member.
I'm
If
also
kids walk-
confused, Eric. I don't know what's
kids walk
happening right now.
by, I don't want their parents to have to cover their ears.
Parents.
That's right.
Why would
Parents.
We are
children be watching a whiskey
responsible
show?
adults here.
Speak
We do
for
not
yourself.
promote. We do not promote underage drinking on this channel.
or
That's
anything else. Matter of fact,
That's
not only
right.
do we not promote it, but we demand that the Trump administration release the Epstein files.
He doesn't have a
Completely
problem with it.
unrelated, but I'm with Eric.
He doesn't have a problem with it.
What a time to be alive.
Yep,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Is that your trucker hat? Look at gee, my
Patriots.
Christmas.
What is this?
Did you see that crap?
All I know is
That
that
better?
Epstein didn't kill himself.
No, he did not. Epstein did not commit suicide.
And also, Jim's hat's something. Thank you for changing hats, Jim.
Hey, I hope there's nothing floating in your whiskey, Top Dog. Let Renee know. There is, throw it out.
There's something floating in your whiskey.
Wait, what? Okay, well, I guess this is the thing. I didn't realize that families were watching Whiskey Tube together.
I didn't
Absolutely.
either.
I will.
I
I'll
had no
try.
idea.
I'll do my best to behave then.
Hey, like I
no.
said, this
No.
is PG.
No, if you bring your family, no. that we're drinking whiskey. So at
I'll
least
do my
it's
best.
At least rated. It's rated M. It's at least M17. It's at least M17. We're drinking booze.
PG-13.
No, we're drinking booze. PG-13's not drinking booze.
I have a different rating than the movie people, okay? Because I know what I was doing at 13.
Me too. I didn't know what her name was.
Like hell you do.
Oh boy.
Like hell you do.
I went 13
Well,
years.
children that are watching, I'm going to go drink some more whiskey now. So I guess,
What's that?
yeah,
There you go, Sean.
Is that 101?
it is.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro. I wish I'd known you were going to do that. I wouldn't have poured more Magnus. I'd have poured some more 101 because I'd like to join you in that. But
Also, my boy is ripping some serious farts. I may have to take him out soon. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my dog is laying right beside me here. You guys can't see him, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's.
but you can smell him.
Mm-hmm.
Rosie
Little
Paul.
sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Tell me that it's nice and then you're gone. Little sister, don't you do what your
Believe
big
me,
sister done?
I remember going
I like it.
to the
Nice
movies
pun,
as a
Rick.
kid and watching what was that one with John Travolta? Was it Saturday Night Fever or something like that?
Urban Cowboy?
No, before that.
No, it's just Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, it was in the 70s. Anyway, oh yeah. They didn't card. They didn't say
Yeah, we all know you
boo.
went to see Linda Lovelace.
Just went and bought your ticket. They gave it to you. Go in, sit, get your popcorn, and sit down. He might not be able to, but he's going to
And
give
he
it.
handled the 101. I see what he did there. I see what he did
Yeah.
there.
Very, very nice pun on Richie's East.
Yeah, it was a great pun. I see what he did. I see what he did there.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, this Dark Arts, it's a 7-year out of Kentucky, but I tell you what, this thing has nice flavor to it, and it has nice spice to it. Nice spice to it.
Anthony, do we know the source of that one?
I think they do make their own distillate, but I thought it was, okay, I was right. I was going to say, I thought it was Indiana because I was tasting it, distilled in Indiana.
Okay, so not Kentucky.
Correct.
And
It is bottled in Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The Joseph Magnus, this is distilled both in Indiana in GP. We all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's also a blend of Kentucky in this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like, if my recollection is correct, it seems like it's Barton, right?
I think it is. I think you're absolutely right.
Anthony, is it smooth?
Yes,
boy.
it is very silky. It is very silky. Actually, it is a it's a good mouthfeel, but I really like the spice. That's
what she said.
That's right. I really like the spice on this. Just like that's why I have this affection for.
The ladies do like a nice silky mouthfeel. There's no doubt about that.
That's right. I'm just now starting to see Doc Swenson out here from time to time, believe it or not. But I'm not up on it enough to know, which one is the one to be looking for. Just because it was one of those ones that I just don't have here on a regular basis. I hear people talk about it, but I don't know a damn thing about it. Oh, Fiddler Toasted. Huh.
God damn, is that good?
I was almost going to have a Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. I got a couple of bottles of that. And when I was on Vic's stream, it came up, and that was one of the bottles. Well, I had Elijah Craig in front of me, but I almost was going to grab that, but I didn't last night because I started out at 116 and went north from there.
Heck yes.
Well, it wasn't an intention, but it was there, and I went, oh, man, I'm going to have that. It had every intention of starting somewhere around a C note and working my way up. Blender's Cut. All right. The King of Finishing. The King. That's pretty specific.
It's maybe a little too specific. I think that's not true. I think Barrel does a lot of finishing also that we all love, at least some of us love. I think that my Joseph A. Magnus tonight. It's
Carlos, if I need you, I'll holler. Just keep the volume up.
It's 2 sherry casks and it's a cognac cask. So yeah.
Just poured a Russell single barrel. I might have to move to that because I was actually again eyeing that last night and going, boy, I haven't touched any of these in a minute.
A minute and a half.
Oh shit! It's probably been closer to an hour or more. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, it's been over a year since I last had Wild Turkey 101. I forgot how good it is.
Well, at your age, it happens. You get forgetful. That's why you have to go back to these bottles.
At your age. I think Jim's younger than me, I'm pretty sure.
And Anthony, I find that very offensive because I know I'm older than everybody else on this fucking screen right now.
Anthony is an ageist.
Apparently, you think I give a shit. That's where you've got to be wrong.
I do believe Jim is the youngest person on screen, if I recall.
Probably.
How old are you, Jim?
42.
Yep. Oh, shit. He's a puppy.
How old are you, Sean?
Well, so, I mean, I think, because me and Jim have had this conversation before, I believe I have Jim by just like 8 months or something like that.
Okay. And Anthony, how old are you?
February.
56.
Yeah, I'm older than everybody else in this fucking room.
No, you're not.
In 3 months, I'm going to be 60.
Oh,
it's all hypothetical, Eric, you know.
No, I'm fine with being 60 because I still date women who are in their late 20s, so I don't care.
There you go. Okay.
Well, you know, at least you can still do that.
I can. I'm still able to pull that off.
Because America.
62.
America. So I turned 60 in a week. Kathy Hughley turned 60 in a week. Good for you, Kathy. Beats the alternative. I'll tell you that right now.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it beats the alternative. Not turning 60.
At least you're still getting older, so there is that.
Right. Top Dog's a year older than Anthony, but looks older than that. Oh, Eric Gunderson was 63 4 months ago.
You know, I mean, I've commented on this many times, but you know, Richie Z is like aging backwards or something. There is zero chance I will look as good as Richie Z does at his age when I'm Richie Z's age. I don't know what kind of magic or sorcery Richie Z is pulling off, but
black magic fuckery is what you're saying.
But hey, I mean, good for Richie though, man. Good for you, brother.
Yeah. God, 40.
When he told me his age, I was like, there is no way. He looks better than I do now. So yeah. I'm older than Tommy D. Oh, there you go. What happened? What did I do?
You didn't do a thing.
I can't hear Anthony.
Speak, Anthony. Yeah, you've gone silent.
Yep. Okay. All right. So it's not just me. All right.
How about now?
There we go.
There you go.
Sorry, Bourbon Baller. Cheers, brother. Hope you're doing well. But this stupid thing, I don't know why it keeps changing the setting. And I'm not even in that to do it. Holy
Yeah, no
crap.
kidding, you liar.
Yeah, Richie Z, like if we were both at a bar, you're going to get the ladies' attention over me. I'm just saying.
All the hair.
That's it. Yeah.
Mm.
I can say it as a heterosexual man. Richie Z is a good looking fella. Nothing wrong with that.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Someone asked if I was ready for the fall, and it took me a second to realize they meant autumn and not the total collapse of society.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's depressing.
That's funny in such a horrible way.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there are people now, they're watching the commodities market. And, you know, gold's at what, 3,600, let's say. Silver's at 42 an ounce. And the pundits, the people that are in the prognostication of futures, let's say, predict by the end of the year, silver should be right close to $50 an ounce.
Yeah.
I remember when it was $5, I think, or $6.
We were just talking about this last night, Anthony. I really need to start investing in precious metals. Not right now, obviously, because everything's kind of high. But
well, right now, if you're going to get into silver, you better get into it. Gold is only going to go one more place, and that's north.
Yeah,
so it's going to be over $3,000. When it was down to, you know, $50 and, you know, $100 back in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, those days are over.
Oh my God. When I graduated from high school, do you know what gold was at? $510 an ounce.
What was that, 84?
Almighty. I wish I'd have bought 3,000 ounces of that shit.
Was that 84 when you graduated?
83.
I was close. Yeah. I can't. You sure? 500?
I just looked it up. It was 510 ounces. It was $510 an ounce in early 1983. The low point was about $374 an ounce by mid-year. Yearly average $423.75 an ounce to historical London Bullion Market Association. So it was $475. If I'd bought it at $475, I'd now be able to sell it at over $3,600 an ounce.
You could retire.
I don't know if I can retire. I don't have tires on most things, but I know that I could at least
buying silver.
Yeah, I mean that's nearly like a 10 times gain on your investment. Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, a 10 times gain from 83 to now. There's nothing else that would have been that kind of gain.
Yeah,
true. Oh yeah, true. But it took a nosedive after that. It took a nosedive.
I mean, roughly like a 7.5 gain to be accurate, but still.
But right now, where it is, like I said, at 3,600 is where I think it's where
Right,
it's
at
sitting at.
3,600, it's 7 times where it would have been if I'd bought it when I graduated from high school. God, I wish I'd done that. I had the money to do that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
If frogs had wings, they wouldn't bump their ass when they jump.
That's, I mean, you know what? That
Yeah.
is sound advice.
If my aunt had more hair in her nuts, she'd be my uncle.
See? People are
I
going
don't
to
know what
learn
to do with that
something.
second one.
Dude, that's just like, that's the way. I'm like, God damn, if I'd just done something a little different, I could retire now. Instead, I'm going to die in debt to the world and fuck the world.
Well, you would.
I would, as long as they were 23 or younger. Oh my God.
I remember when I was 56 too. I'm
When
still
I
remembering
was-
it.
When I was 56, it was a very good year.
Yeah, that's fair, James Morgan. Yeah, I guess pricing. Jesus, I don't know what that was. That wasn't a word. Housing prices. And I wonder how much that's changed in that same time frame. That might be worse. I don't know. Housing is ridiculous now. So
Yeah.
I
Might
think
be the youngest
what is
of
your average like middle income house is like what 2,200 square feet roughly in like a decent neighborhood, maybe 2,400. It's kind of like the most common size of home in America, something roughly like that.
I think you're starting around 500 or 600.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easily these days. I mean, in any major city, it's probably more than that. Yeah. I mean, I know. I mean, that's why we moved to Kentucky. We were looking in Orlando, and like any house that wasn't in, we know the areas you don't want to live, and wasn't a complete shithole. Was just way out of our budget, and that was
So in
6 years.
1983, when I graduated from high school, the median price for a new home was $73,500. Today, quarterly two, it's $410,000 for a house. That's the difference.
So not quite the same gain, but it's close, man.
Dude, between when I graduated from high school, $73,500. Now, $410,800.
Of course, the huge difference with real estate is that you have to pay taxes on that bitch every year. So
depends on where you're at. It depends on where you're at.
That's true. That's true. It does.
Although,
I mean, I'm just saying there's no taxes on gold. So
right.
No.
Right. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay,
there's no taxes yet, I should say.
until there are.
Yeah. They'll find a way. They always do.
Of course they will.
That's cool, Richie. Yeah. If it's any consolation, I might be the youngest one on stream, but I look 10 years older.
10? Come on, let's not exaggerate. You look 20 years older.
Oh, fuck you. Asshole. Put my hat back on now.
Jim, I'm just kidding, man.
What are we all drinking, fellas?
I'm finishing my Wild Turkey 101, and then I have a bottle to. Well, I'm gonna get that.
I'm finishing my Joseph Magnus, and then I'm gonna drink because I love this. This.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll pour some heroes with you. I don't have the 25,
heroes,
but
dude, I am so amazed at how good this is.
oh yeah.
at 90 proof, it's better than it hits way above 90 proof.
Is Anthony muted again? Why is he doing hand signals?
Because I'm drinking whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Because he's drinking whiskey and not scotch.
That's right. I want to enjoy
So
the whiskey.
this is the last of my handle. It's about gone, but I do have a 750 left of the 23. But yeah, I'll pour a little bit of that.
I'm such a. I remember the first time I heard it was actually on Bourbon's, and he's like, "This is amazing," and I was like, "How could it be amazing at 90?" I'll tell you how it can be amazing at 90 because somebody picked it and said, "This is amazing."
But it actually has flavor.
It has
Yeah, I
amazing
mean,
flavor.
Ben for sure made it famous. I think I think actually Mark Northwest Bourbon was probably the first one to talk about it, but
Yeah,
Ben certainly spread it to the masses.
Yes. Well, that particular year.
Yeah.
so yeah, just poured this. Here it is. We're gonna drink it because it's great. It's really good. I'm amazed at how good it is.
That is a great 90 proof whiskey.
I've never seen that up here.
I know
Well,
one
you
thing
gotta
kicks
start
the shit out of
freaking
Eagle Rare.
Fuck yeah, it does. Eagle Rare smooth, dude. Don't you know Eagle Rare smooth?
Sorry, I forgot this is PG, whatever the thing. And we lost Eric.
No, he said that dirty word.
Oh, right.
We're not supposed to say that. He knows
That's
that.
right. He said the word. That's
Yes,
right.
word.
The word. He said
right.
the word of the day.
The word of the day. Mm-hmm. Without it, yeah, he knows better. He said it twice.
Three
That's
times.
because the first time he couldn't believe him that he said it, so he said it again to make sure he heard him right the first time.
Smooth.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a lazy way to describe soft, boring whiskey, but
Yes.
It is.
but
It is, but you know what?
At the same time, it's something that's relatable to.
It is, and I'm just going to say so. That's why I tell all people when I do different pairings that okay, I got it. You don't know how to articulate yet, so that's what comes to your mind. So I make sure I give them something that's nowhere near that term.
Yeah,
It's just if I make a red sauce for spaghetti and somebody compares it to what the what's the what's the name of the fucking
Prego.
no
Prego.
no the restaurant we're
Olive
family
Garden.
Olive Garden. Yeah.
Olive Garden, is it Olive Garden?
If you compare my sauce to Olive Garden, I'm probably gonna hang myself tomorrow. I swear to God.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's horrible. Don't do that to me.
Well, Eric, to your point, most people know that my wife is half Italian, half Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah,
And because of that, for the entire time I've known her, which is about half my life at this point, we've always referred to Olive Garden as microwave Italian, and I think that's a good summation of what Olive Garden is.
Absolutely,
So let me say this.
You're absolutely right.
Let me say this. One, Thomas, cheers, brother. Appreciate you popping back in here, saying hello and putting up with us. Smash that like button
Neo, what's
so
up,
hard
man?
that Mike Stahl wakes up from his nap in Colorado.
Wake up, Mike.
So back in the day, Olive Garden was owned by General Mills when it started out. And I used to work for them when I was in college. Everything was literally made there. When I say everything, all their sauces and everything. What's going through there now? No. Because from their Alfredo to their marinara to their standard sauces, Lord knows I spent hours back there prepping and getting the stuff ready and cooking it for hours in the morning before it would be there. And back in the 90s, the late 80s, early 90s, all the pasta was made on site. They had machines. So when you walked in, there was a chef there. There was a chef there making every bit of the pasta that you ate on that table.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
they were making it.
You know,
They were
Anthony,
making
there's so many establishments that we can talk about that are like that. So when I was a young man, this is also 20, let's see, at this point, 22 years ago.
at
Cracker
least.
Barrel used to be the same way. Cracker Barrel, everything was made in house. I can tell you by the way it tastes that that's not true today.
Right.
But you know, it's so disappointing to see so many restaurants go that way.
Yeah, and at Cracker Barrel, Aunt B's chicken. Oh no, that's Golden Corral. Aunt B's chicken at Golden Corral ain't Aunt B's chicken no more.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I was a prep cook at Cracker Barrel for about 6 months at the time that I worked there. So I mean, I did plenty of all the stuff. So I knew where it came from. And you know, and there was real pork that went into the green beans, real pork that went into the greens.
Yep.
None of that's true now. It's just
No.
everything is.
Well, look at the backlash that they got when they changed the stupid sign and started doing it. Oh yeah, they did 180. They did a 360 degree turnaround there because it come back and bit them.
Well, you know what was so frustrating to me about that, Anthony, is not so much the whatever wokeness, or I mean, I don't know how woke that even was, but I mean, my issue is that it was so out of touch, like that you think that changing your logo is the problem.
Exactly.
Like the problem is that your food sucks. Make your food good again.
Well, they started changing that menu. I love their bacon and eggs and ham and grits and you know all that. Yeah. And I'd get that huge damn breakfast and I'd eat every bit of it and at least 4 biscuits with that apple butter. And I'd waddle out of that place.
Yeah. I mean, me too. I mean, me and my wife used to love getting breakfast at Cracker Barrel, and it's still decent, but it's not what it used to be. And the lunch and dinner meals have gone way downhill. And they think that by changing their logo and making the inside look like Martha Stewart's house, that's going to solve the problem.
But it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
But the thing is, with the Cracker Barrel rebrand, do you know your audience really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the other thing, John, is that, like, they don't even know what the aesthetic of Cracker Barrel even means because they're not from the South and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't remember what news people is, but they interviewed one of the original founders. He's like 95. And of Cracker Barrel. Of course, they've done since bought him out. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
They asked him about that. And these are my words, not his. But basically he says, they're foolish. And he goes, you know, things that they did and the change. And he even had the original menu, what they had. It wasn't what they have now. But he said, we made good food that everybody wanted at a good price. Again, my words, not his. But he goes, and we were always busy.
Yeah.
Always busy.
It's the only restaurant I ever went into that I had the same order every time I went in.
Yeah, for sure.
It was chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans every time.
Heck yes, John, me and you almost had the identical order. I mean, and the thing is, back in the day, the chicken fried steak used to be fantastic.
Yes, it was.
And now it's basically just a giant fucking chicken nugget.
If you ever played that game that the chefs play, it's called "What's Your Death Row Meal? What's Your Last Meal?" And mine is chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I apologize. I hope there's no family still watching. My language is getting non-PG-13.
I might want some of that damn chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak is awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
I got to get
when I was working there, I know for a fact it was hand breaded in house. Not now.
That gravy on the mashed potatoes was killer too.
Yep. No, those were made fresh. Those were made fresh every day. I've made giant vats of mashed potatoes, so I know they were made fresh every day.
I mean, I've had the greens a couple times. I usually go green beans, but the greens were killer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Since we're talking about it, that's what I'm for.
Which one is that?
This is not a pick. Hold on. Oh, I lied. It's a total wine pick. Sorry.
Yeah, and Donner Pass, exactly, man. And the problem is that the local places like that, nobody seems to care about them anymore. So they're dying off. They're going out of business. Everybody eats at McDonald's now.
When my ex-wife and I used to travel, her dad was a trucker. So most of the time we just found the local truck stop.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That was the food we ate.
Because truckers like good food. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the local truck stop, not the chain one.
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle was a trucker. So like anytime we were traveling, we would always like ask him, hey, like we're in this state, in this town, like what's good to eat here?
Mm-hmm. And way before, God, this is 25 years ago. When Food Network came out, there was a show that was called The Best Of, which is kind of what Guy Fieri does now. And we would take notes for when we went to different states. Okay, this place was on there. This place was on there. Let's try this. And usually they were always spot on.
I do that when I hit Route 66, and there's a place called the Route 66 Diner. It's in California. I think it's Blythe down in San Bernardino County. And I pass it, and I just said to my wife, not this trip, but trip before, I was down there a couple weeks ago, and I was like, we got to go there and eat, because it's one of the original diners on Route 66. I pass it all the darn time, and it's always busy. So I want to at least go there for breakfast one morning.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong, Kathy.
Orlando, by tater sauce, if you mean gravy, all their gravies used to be made just from stock from either the roast beef, that's what the brown gravy used to come from. The turkey gravy obviously came from the turkey base. And then the sawmill gravy was made in-house every day in the morning. But I can tell you, because we've went there recently, that I don't think any of that's true now. I think the turkey gravy is still made in-house from the turkey stock. That tastes roughly the same still, because they only do turkey one day a week. So I think they can still manage that. But the brown gravy tastes canned or jarred, one of the two now. And the sawmill gravy also tastes canned or jarred.
If people could realize how easy it is to make a really good tasting gravy at home, how simple it is.
It's simple ingredients.
Yeah.
Richie, as far as I know, no.
No.
No, I thought that was next week.
Harder. Okay.
You know, it's funny.
Did I misread?
I've only been to Cracker Barrel. I could probably count on two hands how many times I've been to Cracker Barrel. The only reason I have any nostalgia for it is because it was one of the last restaurants that I can recall going to with my grandparents when they were both still mentally with it.
Okay.
So, other than that, I don't hold any particular nostalgia for it, but
Gotcha.
Sorry. I just
it's
reading Bourbon Baller's comment, and it sunk in what he was talking about.
Total wine, so.
Little wine in a nutshell.
I will say, Lee, when I say my local one, I mean 2 hours away, but the Total Wine that's closest to me it's been about 50-50. They've had some decent picks.
Yeah. So
I'm not doing too bad at mine, because the person I know there, he'll pop them and we'll drink them before and pretty much rate them. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm not drinking this shit anymore. Or, oh my gosh, I got to take it.
But Orlando, to your question, I don't know on the tartar sauce thing, primarily because I don't eat tartar sauce because it's gross.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So I never really investigated the tartar sauce. To my knowledge, I think it comes pre-made. I even when I was working there, it came pre-made, primarily because they really only serve it on Friday nights. That's when we go through most of it. Or I say we don't work there anymore, but yeah.
Well, tartar sauce is a very simple thing to make too.
What's that, John?
The tartar sauce normally at home is a very simple thing to make too.
Yeah, it's basically mayo and
mayo relish and a little bit of yellow mustard in it.
It's something that comes from Satan. I don't know what it is, but it's some product from Satan.
So, Tom, I'm going to say this. I don't have those here, but back east where I'm from in Pennsylvania, we did. And I tell you what, the food there was always good. Always good. I don't know if it's still there or I don't know how it is now, but oh my goodness. Really good.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. And there used to be a real good, what I called a mom and pop shop here. And I probably went there for 15 years before he just officially retired. He was in his late 70s and still working, but he officially retired. But I really liked his stuff. I liked his sauces, just like Eric was talking. I liked his sauces. I liked his pizza. I was good with the sandwiches and stuff like that. But he made it there. You know, the sauces were made there and everything. He made them in the morning, or he made them, the day before. They sat overnight. Then he brings them back out, which, it really brings out the flavor of your herbs and other spices you put in there. Really good. He retired here a year ago. Matter of fact, almost a year ago now. It was really, really good. And I didn't care what was going on in that place. If I walked in there, I pretty much always got a seat. Didn't make a difference because I've been going there so long. Huh. You know what? Yes, if it's good. In most, I didn't realize people didn't know what scrapple was. It's more of an East Coast thing. I just thought everybody knew what scrapple was. As a matter of fact, I didn't know it was a thing until you get out of that bubble.
Mm.
But grits, when I first experienced grits was down south in a Waffle House. Holy smokes, were they freaking amazing.
Yeah, I think the first time I ever had grits was in New Orleans, and they were cheddar cheese grits homemade. Oh man. Oh. I'm like, where have these been my entire life?
All right. Y'all are making me hungry.
I know. My wife will be
cracked that.
Oh, you getting some Rock Island? Really?
I just cracked this. This is batch 2 from 2019.
I think I got that.
I can't remember what store I found this in. I found it randomly, but
actually, I think Sugar Kitty picked it up for me.
If you really want to make John and Anthony jealous, show them a bottle like this.
Oh, hey, Jim, that's nice. If anybody's been on Scotch Down Under, you know what I mean.
I could really be an a-hole and flex right now, but I'm not going to.
I appreciate that. Thank you. But, Jim has to make up for lost time.
And John, I still have that J.P. Weiser's dissertation. And I promise you it will get open. I as soon as I get my hands on it.
No problem.
It will get open. I
just hope you enjoy it. So hope you enjoy it.
Hey, Kathy, I forgot to ask you. I was going to send you an email, but I'll just do it now. You drink scotch, don't you?
Look at how light that is.
Well, that is strange, but I'll take the grits and put them on my jellied toast with my eggs. So I guess it's really no damn different.
That's pretty weird.
Amberana in your grits too, or just like Amberana finish?
That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, I just read that again. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, I'm sure I could drink an Amberana finish whiskey with my stuff. I don't think I'd have a problem with that.
If I had Amberana in the grits, I don't think I could take more than 1 or 2 forkfuls.
Oh, cheese curds are good, right, John? That's right. Look at him.
Absolutely wonderful.
They are. I mean, but it's not an East Coast thing.
No.
No, it's not an East Coast thing.
And the thing is, California makes a lot of cheese. You would think they would have a lot of cheese.
Well, that's wine and cheese.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of cheese. You would still think they would make
And
cheese.
I always tell them, you want a little cheese with that wine? Okay, that's what I want to know. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. You should. Independent bottling sometimes. Oh my gosh! I mean, like the old malt cask independent bottler. I've got one that has a Tamdu 15. Oh, oh my gosh, it's good. Then I have the Tamdu 15 that's theirs, but it's their distillate, but it's their bottle. You know, it's theirs. It's not an independent. It is as good, but sometimes those indie bottlers will bump up the proof a bit on that Scotch. Oh,
you'll get
buddy,
more toward cask strength, but also you will get a different, unique cask to it.
oh yeah, it's
But
not.
like SNWS will take their own casks and have them filled.
Oh, Carlos, yeah, I'm the same way when it comes to cilantro. And let me tell you this: it is in our makeup. It's in our DNA. You either like it or you don't. So, and just so you know, we truthfully are not the outcasts that don't like it. The ones that have the wrong DNA, and I'm not saying this to be funny, but it's true. If it like it, their DNA is screwed up. Truthfully. You can Google it because I had to Google it because my wife told me the reason why you don't like it's in your DNA. I go, what? Bullshit. I just don't like it. It tastes like soap.
I like dried cilantro in salsa, but the fresh cilantro I just make.
Oh my gosh! If I bite into that, it's almost instant upheaval.
There was one I bought like a tub of like a spring greens mix, and I didn't look at the label, and I got home and I'm like, why am I tasting cilantro in my salad? There was a ton of it in the blend.
Now, like you said, in certain salsas, I know it's in there, but it's mild. In other words, I get the taste of it, but it's not enough that I'm going to put it down. I'm going to keep eating the chips and salsa, especially if the salsa has habaneros or serranos or something like that mixed in with it. So it's very spicy. Oh my gosh. I love the spicy, so I'm going to push through it. Anyway, but we were at Applebee's. And I was like, where was I just at? It was Applebee's, and I got their like Southwest chicken lunch salad thing. And I said, look, I don't care about the pico de gallo. Keep it. But do not coat that damn thing in cilantro. You'll get it right back.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't, but however, I did get a little piece, and it was almost enough to make me go, done. Because boy, those that don't like it, no.
Well, actually, with salsa, I do like the flavor of the dried cilantro. I actually will add it to my salsa.
Oh no, you can keep that all of that.
For some reason, it's got a different flavor, but when I get the fresh leaves, no way, I have nothing to do with that.
Ooh. That fresh stuff. Oh my god!
I was watching a cooking channel, and the guy was making homemade red beans and rice at home. And I'm watching, and he does the rice, he does the andouille, he does the beans, gets everything together. And then he chops a whole bunch of cilantro leaves and blends them in with the rice. And I'm like, nope, you lost me. Click.
Mm-hmm. Holy smokes. I don't know what that was, that piece of shit that flew by.
What is that, Jim, that you have?
I don't have it on hand. I have to go walk in the other room and get it, but
oh yeah. Well, you know what?
As far as I know, I don't think they have any official distillery bottlings. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. and it's not liquid.
Well, that's true. I can, but I'm going to end
Nah,
this
they're not
around
going tonight.
6 because I'm going to have dinner. However, if people want to join the after party, I may be going, but the link is posted. Get the link, pop on. I've got room for a few more. So right around 6 o'clock, 6:05, 6:10, somewhere in there, I'll end this. But if you guys want to sit and chat a bit, and other people in chat want to come on to the after chat, feel free. Grab the link. As long as I got spaces, you'll get in there. Mm,
He looks comfortable.
I'm sure he is. Took his hat off. I think he's got nose hairs.
Oh, Jesus.
I think with that beer, we should go for profound to the soul, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if this is Z-Man 2 or what.
I saw him this morning. Where is he tonight?
I talked to him this morning, Scotch Down Under.
Yeah, he came on a little bit later. I'm watching him pound beers, and he blended some whiskey, and he's like, "Yeah, I better quit and go to the grocery store here soon." And I'm like, "Okay."
Well, he could be contemplating other words for smooth.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Orlando, maybe that's why the camera is so high on Eric, so we can't see the rest of it.
Kathy, cheers. Honestly, I appreciate you coming. Thank you very much. Great having you. And thank you for answering my question. Now I know. I'll be getting in touch with Four Leaf soon also. So thank you. Oh, yeah. He always takes it off when he eats at the table.
I'm considering doing a short live. I haven't set anything up yet, but I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh,
I haven't set anything up yet.
okay.
Let's see the smoke rising from New England, Jim's thinking.
Ha ha! Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
How was that game today, Jim?
Huh?
How was that game today?
I didn't watch it, but based on the score, apparently it was a back and forth affair.
See, I had no football to watch today, so I just had it on Red Zone, and that game was nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Miami returned a punt for a touchdown, and New England took the ensuing kickoff back for a touchdown. Yeah, it's kind of fun. The Packers play on Thursday, and you kind of sit here on Sunday like, okay, what do I do today?
Are you kidding me? They actually pulled it? Well, wait a minute. Bourbon Baller said every now and then sunshine hits a dog's ass. So there's living proof. There's living proof right there.
Russell Wilson played an amazing game into overtime, and then he just threw the game away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, the Steelers lost today. It's not for the lack of trying to lose because they did a good job at that. Did a very good job at that. Mm-hmm. Extremely good job at it because they didn't. They succeeded. And that interception at the end, oh well. Like I said earlier, I was very disappointed that they signed Aaron. I'm still at. I don't think he's the one they need to go with because he's too old to try to build a team around, because it takes a few years to develop the team around your quarterback. I mean, there are a few bones that you can get, that if you've got the right people, you've got the right coaches, to coordinate everything, that let's just say in 24 months, you get a very good cohesive team. I'm sorry. He's too old. He's not Brady. Let me just say it. He is not Brady. And Brady realized 2, but he realized soon that he was slipping, and he went out at his pinnacle. But anyway.
For those of us in Green Bay, we just like enjoying other people having to deal with his drama and not us.
Oh, I'm
You
hoping
see what we dealt with for 20 years with that fucker? It just
I mean,
couldn't wait for him to be gone.
throw a ball. He can throw a ball, but you just get to the point, just like a pitcher. You can't do it anymore. At least not like you did when you were 25 and 30 and 35.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that. So we've been working all our lives. There was things we did in our 20s, our 30s, and our 40s, but now in our 50s, it's like, yeah, well, oh yeah, you, come here. Grab that jackhammer. Get to work. I can't do that anymore. Right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes, brother. Amen.
Money in, money out.
There you go. But I mean, really, I mean, it's. I couldn't believe they signed him in the beginning. I really couldn't. I was disgusted. We needed a quarterback. What's his name before him? Pickett?
Yeah, Pickett.
I mean, yeah, he was great in college. He just was not a starter material. But
No.
he could have been a good backup if he had somebody that was a good quarterback to help him, and along with the coaching staff to build him, a couple of years as a professional in the NFL to make him into that quarterback.
I've been looking at Pittsburgh. They've had that great defense, but their offensive coaching has been so inept.
Well, Palomalo's there now, right? If I remember right.
On the defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they hired him.
Their offense has just been so inept. Coaching and...
Is he an offensive coordinator or a coach? I don't remember. But I know he's a coach on the team now.
Yeah, he was a safety.
I know, but I'm thinking, where's he at? I was like, ooh, is he defense or is he?
Yeah, he'd be defense.
Well, you'd think, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, not to go off on a football thing, but I can't help it. Diddy, here, let me help you. What do you think, Eric?
Oh, God.
At the risk of getting canceled, when somebody said, does he take his hat off for one thing? I said, that's why we can only see him from the neck up.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus. You people.
Oh, trust me, he's okay. He's a professional. He's a professional.
All right. So what the hell? So Anthony, you're done at what? 9 Eastern?
Well, in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
All right. So I set up a live. I'm going to go for 2 hours. At 11 o'clock, I am done because I kind of have to go to bed.
Well, put your link in chat. Put your link in chat.
What the hell?
Then everyone go over to Pitch Hitter. Yeah. Give him a minute. He's new at this, people.
Ha ha. Funny. Funny.
And there is no live wire. There's no live wire tonight, but you do have a place to go. Well, at least when I go into work tomorrow, it's an in-service day, so there's no angels there.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can promise you the bottle the independently bottled scotch that I said I have that you guys are tempting me to open, I'll open on my screen.
So Jim, when I sent you stuff a couple of years ago, did I send you Boona 18?
You did.
Okay.
For now, I'm enjoying this Rock Island.
So everybody copy that into a browser so you can go over and go to Pitch Hitters Speakeasy after me. He will do something for the next couple of hours to get you through the evening since there isn't a live wire. That's his specialty. He pops in.
Down at Pass, that sounds
I might even
delicious.
open a
So
weird jet.
go ahead. So it'll be roughly 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Donner's
I
bottle
can't
sounds
believe you've
absolutely
only
delicious.
seen 3. You haven't seen Z-Man
Oh, God,
Pan
Stan.
on stream? Huh. I find it hard to believe. But oh, that signatory, that Warnicki.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I bet you that's sublime.
I miss seeing Adam sleep on a keyboard.
Oh, I've seen his head go down and just like
I forgot about that.
boom.
Or Pato. Well, cheers.
Hey, Troop. Cheers, brother. Appreciate you coming here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, if you didn't see this, I'm going to highlight it for you. Copy that link into a browser. That's where everyone's going when I end here in about 10, 15 minutes. Jim is firing up the next lounge for people to go to. So head over there. So make sure that you have that in your little thing so you know. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, but it's going to be right after me because it's almost 6 o'clock here in Vegas. So anyway, just so you know, we're not leaving because you're here. We appreciate you're here. Thank you for coming and all that good stuff. But I started early today because 4 Leaf Whiskey wasn't on, and I just wanted to occupy that time a little bit for everybody. But great having you here. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming. Just to even say hi to everybody and smashing that like button. Cheers, brother. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Actually, if I really want to tick off John and Anthony, I have the 2022 too.
You do? That's nice.
Yeah.
Wait for him to kick me out.
Thank you, Richie. There we go.
Thank
Here too. I'm putting it back up there so people know. After me, that's where everybody goes who needs a place to kind of hang out for an hour or two. Whether your team's won or lost, Jim doesn't care. Oh, wait a minute. His team lost too today.
Nope. We won.
Oh, you pulled it off?
33-27. Fuck you.
It was a nuts. It was a complete nuts game.
Well, I only caught bits and pieces of it. I was watching the highlights, and I go, oh, they'll lose. Oh, well. There you go. There you go. Mm-hmm. What happened to Sean?
I don't know.
Eric,
I know he was going to because he had to get the dogs going. You know what I'm saying? Because the dog
hey, with bourbon. Cheers, Mark.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Hey, you see that right there? Copy that into your browser. That's where everyone's going when I end in about 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing a 2-hour fill-in.
Since that there's no live wire, Jim said he's going to go about 2 hours. If he goes 2 hours, you're all lucky.
Okay.
But 2 hours is going to be it.
Cool.
You don't have to stay the whole time, but that's where everyone's going to go because I'm going to dinner.
Fair enough.
Yep. And hey, I just want to know, is this guy here? Hold on for a second. Trying to compete with
he's gone.
Cheers, Mark. Z-Man.
Eric, wake up.
He isn't.
Eric, here's the thing, buddy. It's early there. I've been drinking all day too. But the thing is, it's almost 9 o'clock here. Over there, it's like, what is it? Let's see, math.
Like 6
o'clock. It's like 6 o'clock. Still daylight out. Look at that. He's got sun coming in the window.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Eric. All right. Well, fair enough. Yeah, we'll hop on over to
Mark.
Pinch
Cheers, man. I was talking about you earlier in your stream with with Horse Soldier. I was lurking when you had that on there with him. Great guy. Enjoyed listening to him talk about the experiences and everything. So, yeah, it's nice. I got to meet him a couple of times, Vance, and I got a couple of bottles signed by him. And when he was talking to Independent Joe, Joe and I were there talking to him at the same time. When he asked him, he said, I know you from somewhere. And Joe was up at Corey's and then came to Liquor Lineup 2 and got the other bottle. So anyway, good stream, man. Really was a good stream. Glad I got to catch that.
That's fair. We were all up late last night, James Morgan. That's a fair point.
And so, too, is if any of you in here are not subscribed to Northwest Bourbon, please make sure you do so. Great channel, great person, great personality, great time. It doesn't make a difference if you know anything about whiskey at all. You could be totally wet behind the ears to a seasoned veteran, figuratively and literally a veteran. That channel is for you, people. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, go over and watch some past streams. Give them a thumbs up, comment. It all helps our channels. All helps our channels. One of the things I do myself is, like when I'm in here today, I popped some past ones on of Whiskey Nose that I missed and watched them, or just let them go in the background, because it does help them build their time to get their hours. And so I encourage people not only to watch mine like that when you're just sitting around and want some noise. Sorry, I hate to say that about all of our streams, but when you want some noise or something in the background, and comment in there, hey, great stream, kiss my ass, whatever it is, it all helps our algorithm on YouTube. But
Anthony,
anyway,
I have to imagine you've hit your hours, right?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. What's that sound?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've hit the hours. I just don't have the subs.
Yeah.
That's all. But anyway.
Cheers, Richie. Appreciate you, buddy.
One day I'll hit 500. But in 5 years, I'm not in a hurry.
There you go.
I'm not in a hurry. I always tell people word of mouth is the best. Share the videos with others.
For sure.
Tell them to subscribe, blah, 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 all that stuff. But, I don't make the circuits. I'm not, I'm not on ADHD whiskey or anything like that. I'm not, I don't do that circuit. I'm me. And that's the way I am. I am me.
Yep.
I do this because I want to do it, and it's fun. That's
Al Gore created the internet. There you go.
That's true. That's true. He still claims it. I do believe today.
Man, bear pig as well.
Yep. And bear pig's leg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Jimbo, he's coming right for us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you have to remember, he did not have sexual relations with that woman.
That's true. Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Those of us that have channels, no. And until you do it a while and you have your own channel, you realize what I say and go, sometimes it's just great to lurk. And so I'm going to pick on Mark for a second, but I was just lurking on his. But Vance is a great, great person to talk to. And their whiskey is good too. I mean, it's just a bonus. But he's as personable as you saw on Mark's stream as he is in person. And I mean that. So I have a couple of bottles, not only signed by him, but Will Summers is the other guy that rode with him. and when they went into Afghanistan just after 9/11, literally on horses. So if you saw a stream, you heard the story and how that came to be. But and then at one of the events, I showed him the bottle. He said, "Well, you want me to sign it too?" So I said, "Yeah, sign that and sign this one because the one I was buying, I haven't opened any of them. They're on a shelf in a case because I've already had them, so I know they're good. But one of them is the hazmat that he was talking about that I was with Independent Joe, and he and I at the same time were talking to Vance there. But Joe was also at Corey's. But anyway, he's a great guy. They have a great whiskey. Their distillery in Bardstown will be opening this coming 4th of July. I am so looking forward to seeing what they do, as in doing their own distillate, because right now Bardstown is lending them, or is helping them out and running batches for them right now. But soon we'll be physically tasting their stuff coming out of their stills, aged in their warehouses.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm just happy to have a local distillery, man. I'm going to be there often, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be cool as hell to have them that close. Anthony, I know you're about to get out of here, man. I hope you don't mind me doing this. I don't feel like you do, because
probably not.
I've seen your post during the week. If you don't mind, sir, I know it's your stream, so I hope I'm not overstepping.
No, go ahead.
Just like to say a brief cheers. I don't know if cheers is really the right word, but Charlie Kirk is all I'm trying to say. And
absolutely.
I want to say, because I know that people have various feelings about this. I think regardless of the political aisle that you're on,
at least not on this channel. But go ahead.
I think that we can agree, regardless of political feelings, that this cannot be what we become.
Absolutely correct.
We cannot, and so whatever we can do to stop the political violence, I think it's our responsibility as Americans to do that.
Absolutely.
So, if you have friends that feel very adamantly about things and they could potentially get violent, do whatever you can to, turn that a different direction. I mean, because very clearly no one did that with this kid. So, and it's just absolute travesty that we've gotten here. So
it is right.
We got to do better.
And that's true. And I've watched a lot of his tapings, his YouTube stuff, the stuff that he did on Fox and other things. He respected everybody's opinion. And he talked just like we are talking right now to everybody. Yeah. And he was prepared to debate the issue no matter what it was. And he had his facts down as to no matter the topic. He knew what he was talking about. He was well versed on it. And this is my opinion only, that piece of shit that did what he did, there's only one good thing for him, and that is death. Period. Yep. End of statement. And guess what? They do have that in Utah.
Yep.
They do have that in Utah. They have no problem with it. And it's pretty clear. It shouldn't have to drag out 10 years or more in the courts.
Yep. Let's be efficient, folks.
You know what's really ironic and the best part of this? What form of capital punishment does Utah have?
I think they still do firing squad, don't they?
Firing squad.
Yes. As I say, I think they still do firing squad.
Only state that does firing squad.
Still a fan of bringing back hangings, just saying. But anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be really ironic if he had to face firing squad, wouldn't it?
And I agree with that, Eric.
Nonetheless, if you feel so inclined to Charlie, and really
raise a glass.
And really, honestly, anyone that has had their life taken because of political reasons, the folks, politicians in Minnesota recently, there's been several occasions. So
yeah, it's been on both sides of this year, unfortunately.
We got to do better than this.
Mhm.
Because if you can't have proper discourse, you're never going to solve anything. And I
That
always
makes way too many keyboard warriors.
Yep.
There's not the old days of changing the channel.
Holy smoke. Speaking of changing the channel, look who's here. It's Vic. Cheers, brother.
You know, and to that end, to making peace, I think it's been obvious that me and Vic, I'm going to pour more, that me and Vic have had differences. But honestly, and Vic, if you ever want to reach out, man, or whatever the case, I hope that we can make peace. And I mean that very honestly. I'm not just saying it because of the thing. We got to put our stupid differences behind us, regardless of what they may be. So, Vic, cheers to you as well, sir. And I hope that we can reconcile things and move past it and do better. I
agree with that. It's time. We can be different, but
if you have time,
let's unite over a common bond.
Yeah.
Our love of good spirits, great conversation, and fellowship with others.
Mm-hmm.
Period. End of statement. Regardless of if you lean left, right, center, up, or down. Makes no difference. Makes no difference.
If you haven't had a chance to talk about lessening political violence, Friday morning, the governor of Utah made a speech updating everything. If you have time, listen to him.
Go to that, yes.
He nailed every single point.
Well, you know, yes. Today I sent this out to a few people, but Chris Cuomo is not generally a person that I agree with. But I thought that his take on the Charlie Kirk situation was spot on. I had many disagreements with him during COVID, but I think that his reaction and his honest, I mean, it felt very honest, take on the Charlie Kirk situation felt very human and very real. So I gotta, you know, when somebody does a good thing, I gotta call it out.
You have to call them out.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that segment of politics is stepping up and saying, oh, no, that is not right. Period. End of statement. And in stepping forward, the ones that have posted clips on YouTube about, let's just say this, being disrespectful because of the incident, you deserve what you get. You deserve what you get.
Yeah, I mean,
because you should not gloat like that about somebody, particularly when all they were doing was talking, and that person also has a family. And where was the people in protest to what was done? Why wasn't there more outrage? And I know there was, but you have to be in the right communities to hear it. But why weren't people in the streets? Why weren't certain people that were in the streets for other people there for this person, condemning this violence, this tragedy? Because they're bigots. They're full of shit. They're two-faced. They're just pieces of shit. Sorry. But they are. It's because it's only one-sided. One-sided.
I mean, to your point, Anthony, you can't just be against violence sometimes.
Exactly.
Either you're against people killing other people, or you're not. You can't just like choose when it's convenient for your political agenda.
I still don't know that nerve in the brain that says, I disagree with this person, they must die. That makes no sense at all.
None.
That's like putting a magazine down, changing the channel, whatever. Just go on with your day.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be clear too. I mean, let's be fair. we've seen people say ignorant, stupid things on both sides. So
Yes.
Like that's why I said what I said earlier. We got to do better than what we're doing right now. Like
Mhm.
we're really failing as citizens when we, and obviously it's not this group, but hopefully maybe we know somebody at our workplaces or whatever that tends to be this way. If we can do something to influence them to do better, then I feel like we're doing an overall a good thing. So
Exactly. Exactly. And we'll get over this. Everyone will. But what about that poor young lady going home from work, and a legal immigrant who immigrated here for a better life? And all she was riding home. Where were the outraged people for her?
The
Why?
problem, Anthony, if you saw the aftermath of that, nobody lifted a finger to help her. They all recorded it with their phones.
I was just going to go there. Thank you.
They watched the lady get slashed to death and just recorded it with their phone.
I mean, and there was visible blood dripping all over the ground.
Oh, the Ukrainian on the train?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Yeah, everybody was a bystander, but they recorded it so they'd have it for later.
I mean, and literally the
guy
girl just minding her own business. I mean, she's just trying to get home.
Yes.
Can I throw a name out there from the distant past? Where was Bernie Goetz at that time?
Sure. I'm ready when you are, Anthony.
There you go.
I mean, it's just
all right.
Yeah, I mean, we're failing in a lot of areas right now.
I guess we can continue this on group stream. So
let's raise our glass to Charlie and his family, but to civil discourse. Be you left, right, up, or down. Civil discourse.
Indeed.
People, I look forward to seeing you next week. Head on over to Jim's channel. Go over there. He's going to host it for about the next 2 hours. There is no live wire, so it gives you some place to go. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Cheers, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great
Cheers all.
Cheers.